Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Into the Void. Today we're going to have a match between Ezekial and Kuno the Great here on Dreamcatcher, the Ladder Edition. Bottom right-hand corner, the red Protoss player, it is Kuno the Great. And in the top left-hand corner, the blue Terran player, it is Ezekial. Alright, so Ezekial versus Kuno the Great. These are both Silver League level players. One of them sent the replay to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of Into the Void, and I'm going to cast it. If you'd like to be featured on Into the Void, go ahead and send, Forge First, your replay of a Silver, Bronze, or Gold League level replay to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of Into the Void. That's all it takes. Okay. Well, I have to choose it, or my screener has to choose it, but that's basically all it takes from you. Okay, it's going to be a cannon rush. It's going to be a cannon rush. Let's see how Ezekial responds to this. He's a Silver League level player. I'm not entirely sure he knows how to respond to a cannon rush, but he's not bronze, so maybe that's something. All right, Probe, you're a little bit late, but everything is a little bit late in these lower leagues, so we will forgive you. Oh, a gateway as well. That's kind of interesting. Maybe he's going Has style. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, look at this. Look at this SCV check-in. Look at this SCV check-in for this kind of a thing. Oh, he sees the pylon. What a boss. SCV scouting. Wait, hold on. There's a thing. You saw it. There's a thing up there. Are you gonna... I mean, if you just make a Marine or two, you should be okay at this stage. Is going for a very quick factory as a response and then getting a double gas. So, alright, we're just going to let this happen, I guess. Kuno the Great is sitting at about 150 minerals here. He really could toss up a cannon. There it is. Cannon on the low ground here. Interesting place for it. Still some Marines. He's late on this. He's late on the Marines. Yeah, wait. That's a Reaper. He's making a Reaper in response to cannons? I don't feel great about this. SCV comes in and says, hey, there's a forge. That's weird. There's a forge already up and a cannon in the mineral line. Okay, I like the cannon in the mineral line. It means our Reaper on the other side of the map isn't going to be able to do much here. Interesting enough. Alright, well, this Reaper's name is Willy Wonka, formerly the world's greatest chocolate maker. Willy Wonka sent out a set of golden tickets to decide who would inherit his factory. Where are you even going, dude? Alright, however, the police realized it was actually a scheme to dump responsibility for Wonka's OSHA violations, EPA violations, food safety violations, and slave workforce onto an unsuspecting child. Wonka was sentenced to the Reaper program, where he is languishing without candy. Alright, here we go. Reaper coming up, checking to make sure there's not an expansion. Dude, I don't know why you're not responding to this. But hey, it's Into the Void, so that's the answer. That is the answer, folks. Okay, you know there's a cannon here. If you get killed by this cannon, it is officially an Into the Void game. All right, Willy Wonka, you got this thing. I like the scouting you're doing. You can sit back here and honest. No, the assimilator is not a valid target. Kill some of these probes. There we go. Just hold position. Oh, weird KD8 charge, I guess. Ah, yes, I'm liking this a lot. The cannon's not really enough to protect these probes. We've got a kill already on Willy Wonka. He is Papa. He wants to get another one. It does take several shots to kill a worker. Another probe comes in. The probe volunteers itself to die. Good kiting on display by Ezekial, actually. Not bad. Is that another cannon? That's another cannon here, and that probe is toast. KD8 charge thrown down a little bit unnecessarily. Still, this cannon rush has been stopped. I love these games. I love Into the Void so much. All right, another probe down. Ezekial, you have 3 kills. Your combat drugs are starting to kick in here. Are they? No, because he's attacking. Oh, they are. There we go. They're kicking in. More going for the surround now. Get out of there, Ezekial. Get out. No! Ezekial, come on, man. Come on. You got 4 kills, which is not bad, but this should have been just eternal suffering for Kuno the Great. You should have lost more. That said, we could get a stalker out of this gateway if we were so inclined, but I don't feel like we are. Army supply is 6 for Ezekial and 0 for Kuno the Great. Throwing up a Stargate over here and 3 cannons. I mean, he's effectively kind of shut down the ability of Ezekial to expand. I'm not sure that Ezekial wanted to expand, to be honest. He's got a tank on the high ground. He's got 2 barracks. He's going for a starport now. He's got an engineering bay back here. He's building as many supply depots at once, which I don't recommend this method right here where you shift Q and build supply depots because it does take up the resources. These 200 minerals here for these 2 supply depots are not able to be used for anything else right now, which isn't ideal, but I don't know. I mean, if it helps you continually make supply depots at the lower levels, maybe it's an okay thing to do at this stage of the game. More cannons. An oracle coming in from Kuno the Great. Are you serious right now? All right. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at our oracle name list. I didn't think I would be needing it right now, but apparently we do. All right, Kuno the Great. Your oracle's name is going to be Voldemort. Yep, it's going to be Voldemort. He who should not be named went to the Potter's house to kill the one who had prophesied power to defeat Voldemort. Avada Kedavra! Voldemort's spell was rebounded off the baby by the power of love, destroying Voldemort's body. Voldemort's Horcruxes kept him alive, but his fractured blasted off into space without enough substance to even maintain gravity's pull. After eons of traveling through the nothingness, his soul latched onto the first intelligence he found, an Oracle AI core. Unfortunately for Voldemort, the AI core decided the soul was a virus and quarantined it in a dumping ground of the memory. Every time an Oracle is destroyed, Voldemort's soul is transferred to a new Oracle. Now Voldemort understands the curse of immortality. Okay, we have actually 2 Oracles up here. They're swinging down this bottom left-hand side. They're getting in this mineral line. Dude, Ezekiel. Dude, Ezekiel, you're in so much trouble. Get out of there. Get out of there. I like the scan. He's like, wait, what? Oh, yeah, this is happening. Get your SCVs out. Run. The Marines are responding at the very least. Holy smokes. 9 kills. And 9 kills, and a Marine goes down. Widowmine, save the day. Do it, Widowmine. Get him. Yeah! Widowmine takes down one of the Voldemorts. His soul is transferred into this one. Look at him just wasting his energy on this orbital command. It's 13-2 workers right now, but guess who's back here? Marines and a Liberator going to town on the other side of the map. For Ezekiel, Marines, Widowmine with 0 kills. No mining is happening. This is a crazy game. Holy smokes, what is happening? Okay, the Vikings are going to kill Voldemort. Unless he's smart enough to just start fleeing, which I'm not convinced he is. Yep, soul gets transferred into yet another Oracle. Void Ray comes out, takes down the medevac. I mean, sure, you can take down these Marines too. Using Prismatic Alignment doesn't do anything because the Prismatic Alignment only affects armored units with its extra damage. And now the Widowmine should be able to clean this sucker up. The Widowmine can also absorb the Void Ray can also absorb a Widowmine shot. So if you just want to wander over there and take the shot and kill the Widowmine, that's totally fine. The probe's coming back to work. It is 12-4 workers in favor of the Protoss player. Bam! Get it! Get it! No, Kuno! Oh boy, Kuno. Oh boy, Kuno. Oh wait, he did come back. Oh, well, that was it. That's it for our Widowmine friend. Alright, Protoss dude, you have twice the workers that your opponent does right now. Mules do matter. Mules obviously matter. Missile turret coming up here too. For Ezekiel, he doesn't want further problems with air units like Void Rays. And in fact, another Void Ray is in production. Nothing's in production at all for Ezekiel. He's sitting on about 250 minerals and 47 gas, which isn't a huge number of stuff, but consistently throwing down mules would help him quite a bit. Got this random Widowmine sitting out here that does have an Oracle kill is pretty fantastic. And Vikings coming in to do some harassment. Look at these guys go. Look at this. You're not good against cannons. I'm just going to bring that up. You're trying to kill the cannon, but no. Nope. One cannon is effective defense against double Viking harassment of your probe line. Look who's expanding up here. It's Kuno the Great. All right, Kuno, you're going to take this third base location of Ezekiel's and make it your own. You don't want to take your own natural for reasons, I guess maybe you're hiding it? In fairness, Ezekiel did just scan it, and he doesn't know about this one, so having a sneaky base is better than having, I guess, a base that your opponent knows about in the grand scheme of things. Kuno is not making workers at all. He's sitting on 12 probes. He really should start making some more probes here. His gas count is fairly healthy. He has enough money to make probes, but he's just worried about this expansion. He's worried about his Void Rays. He's going to try to come up here. Ooh, actually going to take down a tank. That's a nice pick off. All right, and a supply depot. Maybe trying to supply block the Terran player. Also good. But, okay, this many Marine is a bit of a problem, and recognizing it, actually. Not bad. There's Kuno. That many Marines versus 2 Void Rays. Void Rays are pretty flimsy when it comes to anti-air anything, really, and Marines are some of the best anti-air in the game, if not the best anti-air in the game. I can't think of anything in the sky they're bad against. If they can hit it, they do terrible, terrible damage to it. Broodlords included, Tempests, Carriers, Battle Cruisers included here too. They're just little DPS machines. They hit really, really hard. Alright, so natural base is done for Kuno the Great. He's making Tempest? Hey, remember when I said Tempest? He's making Tempest. Additionally, additional probes, too, which is nice. 13 to 11 workers. Ezekiel has been allowed to come back on one base. He's been absolutely, just perfectly allowed to do whatever he wants. And coming back in this worker count, Kuno is just not doing as well with the probe count. He is double pumping probes right now, but now he's done double pumping probes and is making one at a time at his natural base here. You are not even fully saturated at your main, friend. You're really not. Look at how much these probes have to go around this cannon to harvest this one mineral field. That is incredibly inefficient. That's why if you're going to put a cannon in your mineral line, put one. Just use it for detection mostly. And then just have stalkers on call if you want to defend against drops or Dark Templar or burrowed roaches or anything like that. I mean, you can do it. You can do it. All right, so hanging out is Kuno the Great. This is definitely qualifying as an Into the Void game, you guys. These players. Current APM for Ezekiel is 0. Ezekiel, where'd you go, man? Average of 33 on the game for Kuno the Great. Hey, Ezekiel, show me what you're seeing. He sees the Marines. He's got a medevac. This feels like a drop to me. He's like, sure, let's go over. Let's go over here with my medevac, with my SCV in it. Oh, what? He accidentally scouted this pylon that Kuno just threw up. Oh, Kuno's throwing up pylons all down this left side. He wants to know if he's going to get dropped, is what he's doing. Also wants to know if expansions are happening at these expansion locations. So I'm a fan. I don't think he has the resources to do this, considering he's sitting on 18 workers and effectively one base worth of mining. But he will not be caught by surprise by a drop, assuming he sees the drop flying past one of these pylons, which is not a guarantee in Into the Void. It's not any type of a guarantee whatsoever. Carrier here from Kuno the Great. I do remember, I like the carrier, but remember what I said about these Marines, these guys, little machines of death here. They've got stim, they've got combat shield, they have +1 attack. They're the best upgraded things in the game right now. Is these medics, these Marines. There are no medics. Going back and forth between casting StarCraft, Brood War and StarCraft 2, you guys. Does things to my brain. All right, so drop heading out. He says, you know what? There is in fact these pylons here. All right, what I want to do is keep track of Kuno's vision as this drop comes over. See, watch the minimap. Watch down here. You can see it. You can see the blue for about 5 seconds. They dropped on it? No, Ezekiel, what's the point of doing that? Just leave, says Kuno. Oh, Kuno. Kuno is showing some bad manner. No, Kuno. Just leave now. I don't think you understand, Kuno. It is 39 to 23 army supply. Ezekiel is killing you in army supply right now. He's just walking across the map. Where'd the medevacs go? Hey, medevacs. That's an order, says Kuno. What is happening right now? SCV finally finds this base over here. Says, oh, this is what's going on. This is happening right now. I guess I should report that back. Oh, a Tempest just killed me. A Tempest? What? In a TVP, I don't even have any Liberators. I had the one. It's gone now. Why would you make Tempest? I guess they're a very interesting siege-style unit you can use to break a siege, kind of, but here comes Ezekiel with a fairly scary Marine Marauder army. Natural base is not here to kill. The Marines have very disappointed looks on their faces. You can't see it because they have helmets on. But, oh my gosh. All right, Oracle. Oracle's here to defend. Another Voldemort is here, ready to go. There are 4 cannons. Why do I feel like the Terran player has this? He loses a Marine. Where are the medevacs? Come back! Medevacs, come heal, you doofuses. Why are you back here? Bring the Marauders! Marauders are so good against buildings. Excellent. The Marauders are hoofing it over here. Hoof, 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 hoof. Gateway down. Cyber Core is going to die. Pylon's going to die here too. I think the Nexus is probably going to go down. Kuno the Great not really responding to this all this well. Let's see what Kuno's looking at. He's watching all of his stuff die. He's pulling his probes behind. I don't know what. I guess he's gonna try to repower this cannon. Here's a suggestion. You can't beat Marine Marauder with cannons. You can slow them down a little bit, but you're not gonna win. The Nexus does end up exploding there. Look how fast these cannons die. So fast. Oh, 2 Marines actually got killed by these cannons. The healing wasn't ideal there, unfortunately, but that's okay. Are there enough Marines to handle this many Void Rays? A couple Marines died here. And trying to spread them out. I'm not sure that really matters. And actually, you know what? That's not enough Marine to take down these Void Rays. That's amazing. Wait, hold on. It almost was. What? 15 hit points on that Void Ray. A couple more Marines would have been enough to turn the tide there. And a Void Ray has 14 kills. 16 kills on this Void Ray. Incredible stuff. Just amazing. It's 19 to 15 workers right now. Still hasn't expanded. Ezekiel is starting to get mined out of his main base. His Marine count is fairly healthy. He's getting additional medevacs here. That is how you play Terran, guys. It's Marines, Marauders, and it's medevacs. And if you want to get fancy, you can try other stuff, but you don't have to. You definitely don't have to. There's no requirement whatsoever in Silver League. Eventually, you'll have to learn how to use things like Cyclones and Widowmines and Vikings. I guess Ezekiel has been using Vikings here, but yeah, I mean, he's just going Marine. That's what he's doing at this point. He's just going Marines versus the Void Rays versus the Carrier versus... Man, this is so quintessentially Into the Void. The one building he's replacing is his Forge. Does he need a Cybernetics core? Nah. Does he need another gateway? Nah, but he darn well needs a Forge. By golly, this is a big drop. This is 3 full medevacs of Marines with +1 attack, stim, and combat shield, and +1 infantry armor. I mean, at the 16-minute mark, compared to a regular game, this wouldn't be anything to write home about, but dang. Those are some pretty buff Marines there. This poor hero Void Ray, he doesn't know what he's in for. He's got 17 kills, and he's just like, I'm just hovering. Just hovering here. There's a Protoss pilot in there somewhere, right? If you make them talk, they don't sound like robots like other stuff does. Where's your... Dude, why are you... Just go kill the... Alright. So he unloads in his traditional unloading position. Apparently, the medevacs can only carry so much for such a distance. I suppose they're also setting up to go for, finally, an expansion here for Ezekiel. So that's fair. That's entirely fair. If you want an expansion, go for it. Ah! Carrier Void Ray at the front here. The Viking not sure what to do. Shooting interceptors like you do when you don't know how to take down carriers. You really have to attack the body, you guys. You gotta go for those body blows, or bad things are gonna happen. Widowmine's pretty good against interceptors. Honestly, Open Cannon... that extra spurt of blood, I don't know where that came from. Yeah, that's that thing again. He unloads here, he walks down here, he stims forward so he can run a little bit. Honestly, it's faster just to fly, man. It is overall faster just to fly. Hey, our Void Ray hero's not even here. Where's our Void Ray hero? Did he come up here and get killed? He might have gotten recalled up here and killed. Yeah, he was part of that attack, and he did get focused down and murdered. So, rest in peace. Rest in pieces, Void Ray. We have another one on the way. Okay, so it's 65 to 29 army. I really think these Marines, if controlled properly, should just be able to win the game at this point. Still attacking at the front here is Kuno, and the interceptors are just getting obliterated here. Look at them chasing after the Marines too. Oh, we don't want to leave our base. It's scary out there, and they do in fact pull back. Another medevac on the way. He's got to heal his dudes. He stimmed them, so he has to heal them. Did he make another fleet beacon? Yeah, he's got 2 fleet beacons. I don't understand. That's what makes it fun, though, is the fact that we don't understand. Sneak attack! Sneak attack from Ezekiel. Loses a Marine to that cannon. Nexus getting focused down. Final Nexus for Kuno the Great. Hold on, Void Ray. Pull back. We can deal with the Nexus later. Is he worried about... He's a little bit worried about this. But, again, he's killing interceptors like they are going out of style right now. Void Ray down. And now, kind of... fighting a little bit. There we go. Focusing down the body of the carrier. Focusing down this carrier too. I'm telling you, Marine DPS is so good against carriers and Tempest and anything that can fly. Tempest down. This poor Void Ray. This poor Void Ray is not the answer to this environment. And recognizes it probably using prismatic alignment here. If you don't want to engage, I'll kill your Nexus, says Ezekiel. And we are just crushing through whatever's left here on Kuno the Great's army. He's got 800 minerals and 1,200 gas. He's making nothing right now. Probes here fighting. Probes fighting against Marines is one of the saddest things you can ever see in your entire life. They just get evaporated so quickly. Nexus gone. Marines very pleased with themselves there, all getting stimmed up a little bit. And yeah, just going to crush on through this. Another Void Ray in production here for Kuno. Ezekiel is mined out of his main base. He hasn't really started mining from this base yet. He's kind of working on it, which is nice. But man, multitasking, not necessarily the suit of those who are in the Silver Leagues. I mean, at this point, Ezekiel, I've seen this story before, and at this point, Ezekiel will say, get out, right? Unless Ezekiel's a nice dude, which he very well could just be a nice dude. Cybernetics Core gets killed, Gateway gets killed. I mean, this is it. I don't know how else to explain this to you guys. This is it. The Terrans, and they're not even really bothering. There we go. Now they're bothering to stem a little bit here. Fleet Beacon gonna die. Cannon getting some shots off here. Marines very pleased with themselves. All right, now we have to deal with a very scary scenario of 4 cannons, one of which is not powered. And look at Kuno expanding into Ezekiel's natural base. All right, how many Marines do you have? 42 Marines. Just go. At this point, just A move down the ramp, A move up the ramp. You have this thing. We are done. We want to go home. Void Ray still hang. Oh, no, this is our hero Void Ray. This is our 17-kill Void Ray. Where have you been, you naughty boy? Where have you been? This Oracle has no kills. Oracle, teach me your ways. Hey, look who came down the ramp. Ezekiel came down the ramp. It feels like a Bible school song to me, like Bible camp. Ezekiel came down the ramp. Ezekiel came down the ramp. Ezekiel came down the ramp, and then he blew up the Protoss. And there it is. Kuno's out. Doesn't throw out the GG or anything. No reverse BM from Ezekiel either. That was really nice. That was a good experience. All right. Ezekiel, I'm gonna give you some Falcon kudos for not returning the BM that was heaped upon you a little bit earlier in the game. Yeah, man, resources lost 14,000 for Kuno, only 5,000, period. 5,000 for Ezekiel. And when in doubt, man, just Marines. Marines with some medevac support, sure. Do you need Marauders? Nah, not really. Need Vikings? Nah. Not really. It's just Marines, man. Just Marines will get you far in this life. So definitely a quintessential Into the Void game. Thanks for sending it in. Ezekiel, I assume you're the one that sent it in. Congratulations on being featured on the channel. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and Into the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.